Whistle 100 WSSL, it's Paul Stone, and we are joined with the wonderful Martina McBride in studio with us right now.
How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great. It's great to have you here. I know you got the song Marry Me out there, and so I've been thinking about this. A lot of country stars seem to get married right now. Did you just hear Jake Owen just got married on Monday morning. Dave Haywood from Lady Antebellum is already married now. You've been married to your husband, John, for, 20 years?
On the 15th of this month, it'll be 24 years.
Congratulations.
Closing in on 25, I guess, you know?
Do you have any advice for newlyweds?
Oh my gosh. I guess my biggest advice is to just take care of each other. You know, I think sometimes we save our worst selves for the people we're closest to. You know, we take better care of friends and other acquaintances sometimes. So you have to remind yourself of that. And then really just a great sense of humor. I mean, if you laugh every day, at least a little bit, that's a good sign.
Well, good. And you guys have 3 daughters together, Delaney, Emma, and Ava. And now they're all different ages. Is there any dating going on with those?
Yes. My oldest daughter, Delaney, is 17. She's a junior in high school, and she has her first serious boyfriend.
Oh.
And he's a senior, so I'm sure there'll be some drama when he goes away to college. But for right now, it's good. We like him. He's a good kid.
Did he have an approach? It's got to be intimidating to try and date Martina McBride's daughter.
You know, he fits right in, and he's really confident and self-assured and sweet and funny, and she's so happy when she's with him, and she's her real self when she's with him too, which I really love to see. You know, she's not different, or it doesn't feel like she has to be different when she's with him.
Okay, well, good. If he's listening,
yes,
that means that he got mom's approval.
Yeah.
All right. And you're on Twitter. We saw that you posted a picture of you and NBC's Parenthood star Mae Whitman on Twitter. That's a cool show. Do you have any shows that you're watching right now?
That's my favorite show.
Yeah.
Of course, it's off the air right now. A new season comes soon, but I just love that show. And she is one of the absolute sweetest people I've ever met. Such a sweet girl. I just met her at Stagecoach for the first time, but we've been keeping in touch, and she's really sweet. And so that's my show that I watch. I don't watch a lot of TV. When I do watch TV, John and I usually late at night will catch like Law and Order reruns or Frasier. We like that show, or Friends.
Yeah. Have you kept up at all on The Voice? The finale's tonight.
I know. I've been reading about that on Twitter, but I haven't kept up with it this year. I started out watching it, and I think I watched the first 2 or 3 shows, and then it's just hard for me to watch every week because we're doing, touring and traveling and stuff. So I've missed out. But I hear there's are they down to 2 contestants?
It's 4.
4.
But each judge has 1 contestant left.
Oh, okay. But they're going to choose one tonight?
Yeah.
Wow.
America chooses. I say go Team Blake. Jermaine Paul I think he's going to win.
Good.
Speaking of TV, too, you were just on the ACM Awards with Pat Monahan singing the song Marry Me. It was originally a Train song. But how did you get to be a part of it? How did you get to do your own?
We did a Crossroads together. Train and I did a Crossroads in November of 2010. I was a fan of the band, obviously, and we did Marry Me together as a duet. They had it out as a single at the time. So we sat down and figured out an arrangement and did it as a duet. And it was just awesome. Like, Pat is one of my favorite singers, really. I think right now he's my favorite singer on the planet. He's just unbelievable singer. And I've gotten to know him over the past couple years. He's a sweet guy and he's funny. Anyway, how it came about was he said, I think you should put this on your record. Aren't you making a record? And I said, yeah, I am making a record actually. And he said, well, it sounded really great. And so I said, well, will you come sing it with me? Because I think there's something about it as a duet that's really sweet. So he said, yeah. So he came in the studio and recorded it. And I was just, happy to have it on the record. It was always kind of a single contender from the beginning. And so now to have it as a single, seems like people, I get a lot of tweets and stuff about people using it in their wedding coming up. And so.
Yeah. And some people got married with it at the ACMs.
Yeah.
How was that? Was it weird to be a part of somebody's wedding like that?
It was cool, actually, because that couple in particular had such a special story of how they found each other. They had both lost their spouses at a really early age, and they both had small children, and they found each other through a support group. So we got to hang out with them a little bit before the day, the day before the show and rehearsal and all that, and get to know them a little bit better. And they're such sweet people. So for us, being part of that moment, getting married is such a huge moment in someone's life, and to be part of it like that was really, I'm just glad that they put them behind us so we didn't have to watch it, because I'm sure we both would have been like boo-hooing, Yeah.
Yeah,
well, it was sweet.
I think a lot of people were boo-hooing in the crowd. But it was amazing, and thank you so much for coming in here. Martina McBride, if you haven't picked up her album 11, it's in the stores. Go grab it. That's where you can catch the song Marry Me. And where are you going to be? I think I saw a blog post. Are you going to be on the Chew?
I am tomorrow, the 10th.
Okay,
is that
the
Friday?
10th.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, what's Martina McBride's favorite dish?
I love to cook, and so when I cook, I just made a really killer lasagna last night, as a matter of fact, and I like to make soups. I like to make a gumbo. I have a chicken and sausage gumbo recipe that's really good. And my family likes it when I make pot roast because I make my mom's recipe, and it's just like total comfort food. I make pot roast and mashed potatoes and gravy and all that stuff. So
catch her Friday on the Chew. Go grab her album 11. And thank you so much for coming in studio with us,
Thank you.
Martina McBride.